Hello everybody, and we're back here on Overheat. So we're still looking at the World Championship match between Breckerr and Venge. If you didn't watch our look at the first replay, go and check that out. And we're going to get started right here looking at the second replay. So the main things I'm looking at in a best of 3 situation here is we've already gone through the team preview, but what was revealed in Game 1 that each player knows into Game 2? Well, what Breckerr has revealed is his entire Groudon set, and that's kind of about it. We haven't seen a Z move revealed. We know that Mawile's Mega, but we already knew that. We know that Genesect has like Iron Head. I think that's about it. Not a lot of information has been given from Brecker's side. Meanwhile, on Venge's side, we have seen that Audino is Cleric with Wish Protect and Ice Beam, so it probably has Heal Bell. I think we saw that the Lunala has Calm Mind. We know that this Zygarde is a Coil set. And Blissey revealed Soft Boiled and Seismic Toss, so that gives us an idea of what set that it has. It's also lefties. And we know that his Defogger and Rock Setter is this Arceus right here. So you kill this and you have the Hazard Control, and you kill this and you have Status Control. And that's pretty much all we know going into Game 2. Breckerr won Game 1. He has more information for Game 2. So he has kind of all the cards right now, and it's looking really good in his favor, so we get to see how much he messes it up. Starting off the lead, Genesect lead, not too bad. Gets the U-turn off. We're going to pivot into Magearna here. Fire Blast is going to do some damage. That hurts a little, but not really. Pain Split, because of Magearna, Pain Splitting just heals up against the Blissey. Volt Switch out, standard stuff. Into Mawile. Mawile takes a Seismic Toss, which is going to be unfortunate, because Disaster's about to strike. So we see it's Mega Mawile, and here's what happens. The Play Rough misses. That Play Rough is unfortunate for 2 reasons. 1, Lunala would have taken about 50% damage from that, which meant that it would have died from a Sucker Punch follow-up. 2, Lunala's Shadow Shield is intact, which means it doesn't die to Sucker Punch, despite it being 4 times super effective. This means Mawile is in trouble, and not much you can do about that. That's super unfortunate. But how does this play out? I'll let Pummeling kills Mawile. So, things to note, Breckerr didn't go for the Sucker Punch there. He might have thought this was going to be a Calm Mind turn. I don't know why you'd think that. I don't know why you'd go for that, especially when I think Moongeist Beam Oko's here. Focus Blast doesn't kill though, but I think Moongeist Beam does, and as we just saw, Z Focus Blast definitely kills here. And here's the really unfortunate part about all of this is what Venge has a really bulky Stally team. This is a wall, this is a wall, this is a wall. This is really bulky, this is relatively bulky. This isn't super bulky, but it has Shadow Shield, which helps it live hits, and it has Calm Mind, which makes it kind of bulky. This is a Stally kind of team. To beat Stall, you need strong, heavy hitters, because you need to break walls. You need a wall breaker. Look at what Pokemon on Brecker's team can function as a wall breaker. Yeah, that's right. Mawile. We know this Pidon isn't a very offensive set. We know that Genesect can clean up, but remember, it was only able to win because Giratina was at like 20%, Lunala was paralyzed and under half, and yeah, Genesect kills like Audino and Blissey. It can kill Arceus Dragon, it can kill Zygarde, but it can't kill Giratina unless Giratina's really low. What gets Giratina really low? Mawile. Remember, that last game, the only reason Giratina was in kill range for Genesect was because Mawile hit it with a Play Rough. So without Mawile, Breckerr doesn't win. And it's super unfortunate, but you know what? Brecker's up a game. He can kind of get as much information out of Venge as he can while giving up as little as he's able to. And he can maybe get some hacks and squeeze out a win here, but chances are Breckerr is going to lose this match without Mawile. This is a pattern on all these games, is if his Mawile is able to do enough of its job, he wins. If Mawile isn't able to do enough of its job, he loses. this matchup is pretty much as simple as that. There's a lot more complexities and nuances to it, but that's the gist of it. And because this is going to be about like 30 turns of just moving around and switching Pokemon and playing defensively and passively, we're gonna kind of just speed things up until we get to the next turn when we want to talk about stuff. And yeah, we're just gonna do that. So enjoy the speeding up, and you can see what happens and listen to the chill music. And here's kind of the next thing. So this is a super cool play. This is an amazing read. And you're calling out this switch in with Shadow Claw when you're plus attack, and it does 33%, which means it would have done 66% with a... No, it would have done like 40-some% with a crit, so it wouldn't have killed anything. But it would have been really cool and flashy if it somehow killed. But the problem is you just revealed information that you didn't need to in a match that you were losing. You know this by now, you're losing this matchup, probably. Maybe with enough RNG and hacks you can squeak it out. But you're in a situation, it's a best of 3. You don't need to win game 2, you won game 1. And this is like, when you play a lot of best of 1s, you don't want to think about a best of 3 as 3 different best of 1s. They don't work that way. Best of 3s, the different matches in a best of 3 are not in isolation of each other. That means it's okay to hold back in a game 2 situation when you're a game up. Because by being up in game 1, Venge is not able to hold back, because if he loses a game, he loses the match. So he needs to pull off all the stops. You don't need to. So you can be in a situation where you know most of Venge's team while he knows very little about yours. He knows kind of how bulky things are from just what he's hitting, but you know his movesets, you know his playstyle with this team, you know a lot. You have more freedom to switch things up in Game 3 than Venge would have, because you have more cards hidden. And this is super important for that Shadow Claw, because that Shadow Claw is not common on Genesect, and it's a very cheeky move that can get a kill, a revenge kill on Lunala. Remember that when we look at Game 3, because it does come up. And there's really nothing else to talk about here in this match. Like, this Heart Swap's kind of cool, but it doesn't really do anything. We're just kind of stalling here. Breckerr doesn't really have anything to do. His Genesect is his only real offensive mon left. And it's not beating anything that's left. So we're just going to speed up to some cool music until we kind of hit the end of this, so you guys can kind of watch it play out. You can draw your own conclusions. There's nothing too much to commentate on. I could talk about every little move, but then we'd be here for 3 hours, and I don't want to be here for 3 hours. So yeah, cue the music. Speed up the stuff.
One eternity later.
So I can see what you're thinking. We're in a situation here where this match looks deceptively close. They're neck and neck. They're dead even. There's one thing to remember is one thing I want you to realize here is Venge's Pokemon is as low as they are because he started playing a little more recklessly with them. Because this Blissey isn't dying to anything Breckerr has. And Breckerr can't break this. He can't. It is not possible. And Blissey can just keep here for days. And it's a PP stall at this point. And Venge has more PP than Breckerr does. So, yeah. Really not a lot going on. It looks close, because it's kinda close. But this Lunala is also not dying super easily. Because watch what's about to happen. And yeah, the Yveltal comes in, and it's just gonna die to the Ice Beam. As Megirna isn't living either. Venge found an opportunity to, finish off the match, and he took it. And he wins. Even if it looked close because Venge was playing the way he was. Breckerr didn't when he lost Mall While, he had a chance, but it was so low, and he was a game up, it wasn't worth investing in. And with that, we're going to be moving over into Game 3 now. So, basically we got Game 3. This took a lot longer than we thought it did, so we're going to break this into 3 parts instead of just 2 parts. So you'll catch episode 3, well, replay 3 on part 3 of this, and I'll catch you all next time.